I am so glad to be here. You guys that know me know this is a second home for a lot of us. You saw some of the folks standing have been here 15 times. Holy cow, that says a lot about commitment both to iMedia, but really it's a commitment to our industry. I think that's what really sets people apart that spend time at these events, because you put your life on hold, you come to these events, and honestly you realize when you go home how you completely recharged your batteries. I've heard someone describe that to me yesterday without having been prompted, that they went home and they felt like they had been completely recharged. God bless iMedia. Okay, so that said, partnership, the new agency value. This conversation is not a new one. The idea that the marketplace has become ever more complex. 20 years ago, it was the introduction of cable, and agencies had to overcome introduction of cable. Maybe it was 30? Anyway, 20 years ago. And bottom line is that, frankly, in the last 10 years, we've seen this rapid expansion of opportunity for our marketers that we partner with, and honestly, an enormous amount of complexity for ourselves. And the only way to do it is to sludge through it together, and frankly, find great paths. And so I believe that iMedia is very much, click. Oh, I'm going backward. There we go. See? Getting ahead of myself. It's a new partnership utopia. I really believe that when you're here, and those of you that we talked about this a little bit already, iMedia is a place that you can actually have a real conversation about work, personal lives, and frankly, where this industry is going. I think you really, the more time you spend here, the more you realize that there's an opportunity to strike real deals and real business. We were talking the other night about the several deals that we've struck over the years. I struck one for Kraft a couple years ago that lasted for 3 or 4 years, struck deals for Delta, and honestly, this is really a great place to spend time with peers and frankly, a lot of bright people. So, nice place. This is where partnerships come to life. I believe that strongly. You'll believe it too if you spend a little time here. So, I heart Terry Kawaja. Terry did something really interesting. Terry, frankly, helped open our eyes to the complexity of our space. And clients are terrified of, this is the display map. Clients are terrified of the display map, as they are of the other 7 or 10 frankly, charts and the Lumascapes produced at any given time by Terry and his team. What's a lot of people see as complexity, hopefully you and I see as a toy store, as a box of Lego, as something we can build, as frankly, tools to create something exciting for clients that's never been done. The agency landscape is designed to frankly, steward clients through complex subjects. So what's the point of partnering across something like this? Well, a lot of things, right? It's intensely complex. The complexity itself requires that there is someone who drives the bus. Consolidation. There's constant consolidation in our marketplace. There are fewer and fewer partners for us to choose from. So pick your partners soon. Common purpose. We all are trying to drive our clients' business. We're all here to help Delta put butts in seats, BMW sell cars, and so on. And frankly, my favorite, the opportunity to create the never been done. How many of us have had clients ask us for something that's not off the shelf? And we all sort of sigh and think, well, that's great. I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and burn a bunch of energy creating something that's fresh. But the truth is, better together, right? That idea that if we actually do something like this together, the odds of creating the never been done are completely realistic. And candidly, with data today, it's very reasonable to assume that you will be creating the never been done every single day for your clients. What role will agencies play? I gave a hint to it, but the truth is, why ask me? I reached out to six of my sort of mentors in the industry to get their feedback this week. I reached out to a former client, 2 former bosses, my current boss, an industry leader, and the all-knowing czar of partnerships. So anyone who knows Tim Mapes knows he's on a mission. If anybody's been following the news this morning, Delta is on the verge of acquiring, possibly, Virgin Atlantic. This is a very exciting time to be at Delta. I've been working with them. I don't work there anymore. I work with them anymore. But I partnered with them for almost 9 years. Watching them go in and out of bankruptcy, it's an exciting brand to align with. Tim is a Georgia Bulldog. He had a bad weekend. but he uses sports metaphors a lot. Great agencies are like top trainers in sports. They help attain optimal client performance and are vital to our success. A positive note for agencies and the complexity we deal with. My old boss, Colin Kinsella. Colin has a very optimistic view of the agency landscape. Advertising is growing. Agencies are growing. It's getting more complex out there, and clients have to go to an agent to help them master that complexity. It's never been a better time to be an agency. An incredibly optimistic view, considering a lot of us weren't so sure what the role of agency would be when you look at the quadrant charts. And the truth is, a lot of our clients have been struggling with, do I consolidate with an agency, or do I go broader and try to have somebody in every category? You think about that chart. Do I need someone from every box? That's a lot of work. My new boss, David Carey, is the leader of the print magazine group and also the iCrossing brand at Hearst. Marketers are pulled in a million different directions today. Trying to navigate a world of enormous opportunity and complexity can be completely daunting. What does it take to win? 2 words: brain power. The right agency team can successfully guide marketers through a world transition. And frankly, David should know. He's been partnering with agencies a lot longer than a lot of us have been in the business. Mike Donahue. You don't know Mike? Get to know him. He's one of the coolest guys in our industry, and frankly helps lead the 4As. Mike said, if our ecosystem is to transform the way we think and the way we act, collaboration, not competition, is our path forward. Because if we don't like change, we will like irrelevance a whole lot less. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I swear he said that. You gotta love Mike. Another former boss, Carla Hendra at Ogilvy. Carla recently created Ogilvy Red for the sole purpose of bringing resources and assets throughout WPP and the Ogilvy groups together for clients in a customized way. She wrote, in today's enormously complex brand and marketing world, there's no such thing as having all the answers. I think a lot of us in the room, by the way, would have thought that Ogilvy would have said that they have all the answers. I think there's a perception about that brand, and it's exciting to see her think differently. Open source thinking and execution is the only way to help clients get to the big answers they need. And the god of all partnerships, Michael Kasson. As many say, if you don't know Michael, Michael has, they say, the best Rolodex in our industry. He has helped create more partnerships for more agencies and clients than, again, many of us have ever been exposed to. We are in a world right now in marketing, communications, and media where all the cosmic convergence in the world could never have prepared us for the chaos that exists in the marketplace today. All the clients in the world that I interact with just want help navigating. Because at the end of the day, every marketer wants to hear the same thing. Cha-ching. God bless Michael Kasson. Okay, so what can we expect from today's conversation? Those are the next 2 days. A lot of what we heard from them. This is a tag cloud for the things they talked about. But the truth is, there is so much to talk about. You should expect to have great debates and dialogues with your peers. Think about building the never been done. What is the thing that you can bring to the table to someone else across the table from you that you just shook hands with, that you know, that now that you understand what their business is, you can help create something special? Again, that's really the beauty of this conference. Do that. Go forth and partner. Thank you. So I now have the distinct pleasure of introducing someone who is, frankly, ideally suited for this conversation. As you think about someone who's been around our industry and our industry landscape, John Montgomery is currently the Chief Operating Officer at Group M Interaction. John has been with WPP in so many different capacities that his job today is to bring together the resources of the WPP group for clients on a customized basis, specifically in the digital lane. John has been a friend to the agency world for his entire career, and we're really excited to have him join us this morning. Thank you so much, John. Welcome.